Ooh, okay. So, this was like, I think 3 days right before we were going to do the forage. And the forage is like the very last thing you do for basic training, like completely finish up what you need to do and stuff like that. But they came in, and they just went crazy. They were in a locker inspection, saying, they knew most of the tricks in the book, right? And I'm not sure how, but they found a guy with 18 peanut butter packets and completely smeared it all over the walls and all over the floors, and it was like, what the heck? And they found like the MRE's cheese spread in there, and they were like going, where the heck do you even find this stuff? And they started throwing it across the room and stuff like that. And like, they'll grab the trash can if it's full of like trash stuff. They like dump it all over the floor and stuff like that. If your bed wasn't made, they just throw the friggin' sheets and beddings all over the place. There was one guy who had his locker open, and all his stuff got thrown everywhere. It was all over. We had to help him find what was his and what wasn't, because there was just so much of people's stuff all over the floor. And at the end, we were all like, well, that was interesting. And we all started picking up afterwards, because like, this happened before. And this was at the point when I moved bays. I was on the another bay previously before this one, and this is like the 50-man bay. So like, when this bay got messed up, this bay got messed up, because this was the full one. And oh my gosh, that day was so funny, because like, even though during the time we were kind of like, oh, this sucks. Afterwards, we went to the guy who had 18 peanut butter packets, and we were like, how'd you sneak that many in? Because like, 18 from the DFAC, which was like a march away. Oh my goodness.
That's pretty impressive.
Yeah, but
18.
Like, you also have like this personal drawer, and like, they will never mess with that, like, ever, because like, and that was one of the places where you hid your contraband. So if anyone's gonna go, just remember that. but yeah, they will just not touch that at all. If you have like a picture like hanging in your locker, they won't touch that either. Just look at it and like put it to the side and stuff like that. Mm-hmm. Like, generally when it comes to like personal items, they just won't touch it at all. So yeah.
That was one thing that I did do, is send you pictures, because you asked for pictures of your family. So you can do that. You can bring pictures of your family. They just don't want them in frames, so you can tape them up inside your wall locker. I know I did that when I went to basic, and you did the same thing, right? Mm-hmm. Yeah, and you can bring, religious things, like you can bring a Bible, you can bring certain books, but they don't want a whole lot of like magazines and stuff like that. That's all turned in when you're going through reception. So.
Yeah. So another thing. The very last day, okay, basic training, sometimes they will not come and check if you brought any contraband from your time, like out, doing like whatever, during like your free time.
Chapel call or whatever.
Like, they will give you like an entire day to yourself with like a battle buddy and stuff, so you can like go around the base and stuff like that. But I came back, there was this guy with like 5 bags of candy, a guy with a laptop in the bay. I was like, what the heck, are you crazy? And they were like, are they really gonna check this time? And I was like, I guess not. But like, also, that's kind of dangerous. But we didn't get caught at all.
Will they eat all the candy?
Oh yeah.
Oh my gosh, that's a lot of candy.
We had 50 people in the bay. So
you handed it out to all the...
It was like crazy. Like, this guy, he came with a box, and he was like, all right, who wants it? Everyone sprinted over, like grabbing what they could and like eating it.
Yeah.
And like, we were all having like it was like the best night of our lives.
At basic.
Yeah. But the day after, we're leaving and stuff like that. So can't really stop us now.
Too late now. It's consumed.
Yep. But yeah. Don't do that, by the way. That was a really dumb idea. like, and I told them that, but we didn't get caught for it. But that doesn't mean you should do it.
No, you're definitely risking it at that point.
Yeah, at that point, you're risking everything there.
You're risking extra physical training at that point.
Yeah.
Having to go for a run with all that candy in your stomach wouldn't be a good idea.